Welcome to tonight's yoga class. And I invite you into deep and gentle flow. And tonight I will guide you into some nice hip opening asanas for you to become here more flexible, connect more to a rooted self, open up for creativity and life force, which all comes from here. Opening up for more abundance. And also very good to know that our hip and our neck, as well as jaw, are very interconnected. So whenever we are stressed, we easily tighten up our shoulders or get very tight in our hips. A lot of stress we also hold in our hips. We have these muscles going up here, in the inside of our thighs, going up here into the belly, which are kind of our soul muscles as well as our survival muscles. So whenever we have stress, we can't process something, it will get stored here. So good reason, good choice for us to then also actually start to open this as well for us. So let us start today with a nice intention that we will take into our practice today. I would like to invite one of the 8 limbs of the yoga, the yama aparigraha. And aparigraha means non-attachment. So why should we be not attached? Or what should we be not attached to? It's good to not be attached to outcomes. It's good to not be attached to certain things, materialistically seen, as well as emotionally or mentally seen, thought patterns, as well as emotions, happiness, sadness, whatever we feel like that's part of us can easily become an attachment, and then it can more easily lead to suffering. So it's good to invite oneself to every now and check in, what am I actually attached to? Within the yoga practice on the mat, I definitely see it as a part of not being attached to a certain outcome of the asana, thriving towards it, but not having in mind it's only good enough if we achieve something certain. So with this nice hip opening practice we have today, which also invites us to let go, it also invites us to let go any attachments that we still hold. Starting with some breath work, some pranayama, I invite you to find a comfortable seated position that can be in siddhasana, where you have the sole towards your one inner thigh and the other foot between your calf and your thigh. You can also, I have right now a block under my spine. You can put a block under your sit bones to sit a bit more upright, straight. You can also put a blanket or a pillow there. You can otherwise as well place a block or just sit on your knees or heels. Go into hero's pose. You support here with a block under your sit bones as well. And sit here on and in between, on or in between actually, your legs or on your feet. I will start today in easy pose and guide you through some deep belly breath with retention on the exhale. Means we inhale 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we exhale 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we retain the breath for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count internally for yourself. I will also count as well, but please see if that matches your breathing pace right now. You can breathe with eyes open or closed, and I invite you to breathe in and out through your nose. So find a comfortable seat, get your spine nice and upright, close your eyes if that feels good for you today. And then we start with 20 rounds of these deep belly breaths. With the inhale, we inflate, let our belly become a nice balloon, let it go out. And with the exhale, the belly moves back in. We can even pull our belly button a bit up and inwards towards our spine and between our chest. And then on the exhale, we hold for 4 and then we inhale. So let us start. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. You can continue for yourself now, counting for yourself internally. And I will continue to guide us further when we reach 20. Deep belly breath can support us, connecting more to our deep internal power, as well as find deep relaxation in ourselves. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4. If you should ever get mixed up, just start from the beginning again. If your mind should put up on your plate some thoughts, just come back to the breathing counting. And we do 3 more. In, 2, 3, 4. X, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. X, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4. One last. 2, 3, 4. X, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Rise your hands over the side, over your head. Look up for a second. Hold your breath here one more time. And then with the exhale, let your hands fall over the sides to your legs again. And then one more time. Deeply inhale through your nose. Reach your hands over your head. Look up. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, bring the hands over the sides, back down onto the mat. One last time. Hands over the side, above your head. Inhale here, look up, hold. And then bring the hands together. And down in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra, and stay here with your hands in front of your heart for a second. Breathe in and out, your normal pace again. Give yourself a smile. Thank you for being here on the mat. And let us start. Whatever you might have under your sit bones, just place it at the side now. Also, if you sit in hero's pose or any other pose, come with me into Siddhasana or Sukhasana. Sukhasana is if you have your ankles under your knees. Just feel what feels good for you. We'll do some nice warming up, seated cat-cows. With the inhale, we'll start to reach our chest to the front, open our throat a bit, gaze up into the sky, have our shoulders away from the ears. And with the exhale, we nicely round the spine, bring our shoulders forward, open the spine to the back. Inhale, front, chest up, open throat, gaze up into the sky, long spine. Exhale, round your spine. 3 more. Inhale, open the heart to the front, open your throat, and exhale, round your spine. One last. Inhale, open your chest to the front, bring your shoulders to the back and away from the ears, open your throat. And exhale, nicely round your spine. Very good. We continue with a seated twist. I stay like this here so you can more easily see actually what I do behind my back. We bring our hands over the side, over our head, and we bring the right hand behind our back, the left hand onto our left knee. We lengthen our spine, and we start to rotate ourselves into the seated twist. Look over our right shoulder, and in an exhale here. So inhale, you can always find more length in your spine. And with the exhale, twist a little bit more into the position. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find a deeper twist. There. Bring your shoulders here away from your ears again. Don't bring your shoulders up to the ears. Bring them nicely down. One last in and exhale. Very good. Then release your backhand, bring it up over the head again. Start to move your spine to the middle again. Release your left hand from the right knee. Find the middle position. Bring your both hands up over your head again. Look up with your inhale. With the exhale, bring your left hand behind your back. Your right hand at your left knee. Also here, first lengthen your spine before you rotate. And then slowly start to rotate, twist into the left side. Inhale, find more length. Exhale, twist deeper. One last. Very good. And then slowly here as well, bring the back hand up to the top of our head. We rotate out of this position. Release our right hand from our left knee. Very good. Then we're going to sit in butterfly. You can go a little bit more to the back side, the long edge of your mat. Bring your feet, the palms of your feet together. And then place your hands around your feet. Bring your feet as close, as comfortable and possible for you towards your hips. And then slowly, it can look like this for some people, so it's totally different for everyone how far your legs are able to open. There's no better or worse, non-attachment. Your legs open as far as they open. And wherever you are, you can place something also, otherwise something soft under your seat bones. But just start to slowly whip here with your legs. Have a nice long and upright spine. And breathe in and out. And then come to stillness here with your legs again. And then slowly start to move with your legs to the one side or to the other side. And swing yourself with a strong spine here to the left and right, starting to open our hips even a little bit more. And even be a little bit playful here. Be careful. Still just keep some engagement in your belly. Keep a strong belly. Very good. One more. Remember to breathe. Great. Okay. And then let us continue to move slowly your legs back together. Sometimes maybe your hips experience today the first time in opening. Bring them softly together again. Move to the one side and let's meet in tabletop. Check in that your knees are under your hips and that your wrists are under your shoulders. Press yourself, press your shoulders or your arms out of your shoulders. Tuck in your toes. And then find here first a strong tabletop. Look between your both hands. And then start to reach out your right foot. Foot is flexed. Reach out your left hand to the front and stay here in this balancing table first. Breathe in deep, in and out. Press yourself out of the mat. If it doesn't feel good to have your left toes tucked in, you can also bring the top of your foot on the mat. And then start to bring right knee and left elbow together. Let them meet in the middle. Slowly move out again. Let right knee, left elbow together. Move out with the exhale. The inhale they meet. With the exhale they reach out. Stay nice and long in your spine. Two more. One more. And one last. Do this controlled. Stay here. And then slowly bring your hand and your knee onto the mat again. Come first back into a strong table. Very good. And then start to reach your left foot out. Flex your foot here. Bring your right hand out to the front. Find length here. Press the top side of your foot or your tucked toes into the mat. Press your left hand into the mat. Breathe in and out. On the next inhale, bring your right elbow and your left knee together. And with the exhale, let them extend. Inhale, let them meet. Exhale, extend. Inhale, let them meet. Exhale, extend. Two more. And one last. Very good. We bring our hands back onto the mat, your knees onto the mat. Very good. Then bring your knees a little bit closer to your wrists. Cross your ankles. And bring your back, your butt over your feet onto the bed. And lengthen your legs here. Maybe you want to put some flesh from your butt away. You can just pull it a bit out. And then find a strong seat here. Flex your toes. And press the back side of your thighs, your hamstrings and your calves onto the mat. Find length in your spine. If someone is pulling from your spine, yourself upwards. Place your hands next to your hips, pressing a little bit into it, bringing your shoulders away from your ears. And breathe here for a moment. Dandasana, stuck pose. Breathe deeply in and out. Very good. Then we release the hands and bring our right foot to the inside of our left leg. Put it over to the other side, the outside of your left leg. And then we take our left arm and hug our right knee. Just shortly turn for you to better see it. Right side to the left side of the foot. Hug your knee and start to rotate a bit to the right side. Pulling your knee, your total right leg towards your upper body. Breathe in deeply in and out. You can either hold yourself on your wrists, or you can just pull you on your arm, or you can pull on the knee. This gives your belly a nice massage, all your organs being squeezed here a bit. Your belly should be a bit in the way. You can also move it with your right hand a bit in the direction where it fits better. Very good. Still checking that your left leg is pressed onto the mat. Your foot is flexed. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Nice. Very, very good. And we slowly release here again our arms. When we move our weight a little bit more onto the left side. We bring our right foot to our right, and lift left foot to our right hip. And then we lower ourselves here again. So that your left foot is at your right hip. Then we grab at our right foot. Either you want to grab maybe the outside of your foot if that works for you. Maybe you want to go with the index finger and the middle finger from the inside around your big toe. So you have these two choices. I'll go today for the outside of my foot. And then start to slowly extend your leg. If you cannot fully extend, you shall not be good. Don't get a round back. Have a nice long back and then extend it as far as it feels good for you, as long as it's possible for you and safe for your spine. So if it just looks like that, that's also perfectly fine. If it's totally straightened, that's also good. Both hips, both seat bones shall be on the floor. And when we start to open our right hand to the right side, look with the right side. Look into our right hand. Stay nice and long in our spine. Shoulders away from the ears. And press into your hand here with the foot. Even if you don't fully have your right leg stretched, still press into the left hand. Very good. Dancing Shiva here in seated position. One last in an exhale. Very good. Then slowly release here. And then I will first turn around into this direction. Your right foot, left foot. If your left foot stays at your right hip and your left foot goes over your right. So the knees shall be as much as possible in line. Both feet are flexed. Now we go into cow face. So our right leg is here on top. And bring our left hand up. The right goes to the bottom. Now I'll turn myself again so you can see it. And then the right hand reaches up. The left hand goes down. And see if and where they meet. If they can't meet, if you have a belt at your side or any kind of string, just start to reach them here together. You can also grab your shirt. And then find length here in your arms. Keep your feet flexed. And breathe in and out. Have your elbow left of your head, the left elbow at the left side of your head, approximately at the ear. Wherever your hands are, it's perfectly fine. Non-attachment to anything you've ever seen. You think how it's meant to be. If it's not possible for you that your legs fully go over each other, you can also just place the one a bit on the side here. Depends on the openness of our hips, and here everybody is different. Seeing the anatomy of everybody, nobody is the same. Check in here for yourself what works. Then also for you, slowly release the hands, bring the left hand up first, bring it down over the side, and release the right hand. Slowly bring your right foot next to your left foot again. Extend the left and the right leg to the front. Find yourself back in staff pose, Tadasana, Dandasana. And then flex your feet. Press the legs back into the mat. Place your hands next to your hip. And find a nice long spine here. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Engage your belly. Very good. And we're going to switch sides. Bring your left foot up to the inside of the right leg. Switch it over to the other side. And then with your right hand, wrap around your left knee and open your chest to the left side of your mat. Open yourself here and also press your leg towards your belly. Check in here for your belly again. Check in that the right foot is flexed and that the back side of the right leg is pressing into the mat. Very good. Keep a nice long spine. Deep breathing. And slowly release here again. Very good. Then bring your weight onto your right hip. Bring your left foot, right foot to your left hip. Check in that both of your seat bones are on the mat. And then take your right hand and bring it here as well, either on the outside of the left foot, or take your index finger and your middle finger and wrap it around the inside from your toe. Check in here again. How far can you come? Can you stretch your legs? Does that work for you today? Or would you like to stay more into a not fully stretched position? Start to reach your left hand out to the side. Get nice and long. And look to your left hand. Nicely lengthen your spine here, elongate. Breathe in deeply. Dancing Shiva on the other side. Opening our chest. Opening the back side of our left leg. Opening our hip here as well. One last in an exhale. Very good. Perfect. And then start to bend your leg here again. Release your left hand. And bring your right foot more towards your right hip, that your knees meet on top of each other. You need to move your left foot a little bit. It doesn't matter where they meet. Some people can have the legs directly on top of each other. For some, it looks like there's huge space in between. See what fits your body. Have your feet nice and flexed so your legs are engaged. And then start to raise your right hand above your head. Left hand goes to the bottom, starts to reach up here. And the right elbow bends. And see where your hands can meet here. look for something, if they can't need like a bell, for example, yoga bell, a normal bell, just a string to take it in between so you can pull yourself a little bit more together. And then breathe in and out, cow face. With every exhale, you can also always invite yourself, especially with our hips, as it's connected to our neck, to our jaw, to our throat chakra. It enjoys very much as we make sound, speaking our truth. Sighing if we want to release something. Very good. 2 more, inhale and exhale. One last. Release your hands, bring the left hand down again, reach the right hand up, bring it down over the side. Start to bring your left leg first into a long position here. Extend your right leg as well. And relax your leg for a moment, wiggle them out for a bit. There. Find your seat again. And then take your both hands and place the fingertips to the short edge here behind you on the mat. So your fingers are facing towards the end of the mat, not towards your butt. We plant a flex, so we flex our foot, that we point our toes towards the other side of the mat. So in the end, toes and fingertips are looking into the total opposite direction. And we start to press into our hands and go into reverse plank. Reach our body up, our butt up. Press into your hands, press into your heels. Engage your glutes. Have your chin onto your chest. And breathe in here deeply in and out. Two more in an exhale. Nicely press your arms out of your shoulders. And then slowly start to move your legs down again, your butt onto the mat. Very good. Then start to bring your butt more towards your heels and start to lay down onto the mat. We go into reverse pigeon. Relax it first for a moment. Take a nice deep and an exhale and feel for a moment how your body feels. Maybe it already changed after the first practice we did now. Very good. I will invite you all this practice always again to find some letting go, some relaxation through your voice as well. Very good. Okay. Then we start to lift our right foot into the air. Bring the outside of our right ankle below our left knee. And we start to reach our hands. Always first actually bring our left thigh up, left leg up. And then we start to reach around the shin of our left leg and press our knee towards our upper body. Left knee towards upper body. The right foot we are flexing, creating protection for our knee here as well. And also here, wherever you come, it's perfectly good how it is. Nicely breathe here in and out. It's most important that an asana feels safe for you. Don't do an asana if it really doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel matching for you in that way, check in if maybe your joints, your bones, your muscles need something totally different. That's something I can't tell you. I can give you the cues, but it's for you upon. I'm not in your body to feel, and that really feels matching. There's a place for you to open up into Very good. One last deep in exhale. And then we slowly start to release our left leg, left foot onto the mat. Bring our hands next to our body. Reach our foot up again and place the sole on the mat next to the left. Change for the other side. Bringing your left foot up into the air. Bring your left outside of the ankle below our right knee. And then also here, slowly start to lift your foot up. And either, maybe it's also that you can't really reach your chin here as well. You can otherwise also go between your calf and your hamstring. And grab here in the end between your leg. See what fits for you. Check in that your feet are flexed, so that your left foot at least is flexed. Protecting your knee. Deep in an exhale here. Very good. And slowly start to release your right leg again. Bring your hands next to your sides of the body. Reach your left foot out into the air. And then bring it down back onto the mat. Very, very good. And slowly bring yourself over the side to the top of our mat. And let's find ourselves here in mountain pose, Tadasana. Either you can bring your big toes of your feet together. You can put like a palm tree, reach out your toes here onto the mat. Maybe you like to bend your knees just a little bit, drop with your head a little bit more down with your pelvis. Be nice and long with your spine here. Relax your shoulders, bring your shoulder blades a little bit together on the back. Very good. And then with the inhale, we bring our hands over the side, over our head. Bring our gaze up here as well. And with the exhale, we bring our hands over our side. And we exhale, we fall down towards our knees. Inhale, reach up to halfway lift. Exhale, fall down. Inhale, come with me into chair pose. So if you just want to sit down onto a chair, you bend your legs here. Checking that you don't go into a ducky butt now, but that you nicely just tilt your pelvis a bit more to the back and bring them over the side, your hands above your head. Biceps at your ears. Stay nice and strong here, very good. One more in an exhale. With the next inhale, we make ourselves long again. And with the exhale, hands over side, we move down into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then we bring both legs to the back of the mat. We meet in plank. And then we flow down, either in chaturanga, or you can bring your knees down first and slowly move your upper body down. Chaturanga, and we meet in cobra. Breathe in here. And breathe out here. We stay here for 5 and an exhale. Very good. And we press into our knees, feet, and hands, and bring our butt up into downward dog. And check here that you press into your hands, especially in the outer parts of your hands, so that the inside of your palm of your hand actually has no contact with the mat. That's also protecting your wrists. Press your arms out of your shoulders. Create a nice long back. Have your bicep next to your ears, as if your crown is shining between your hands. Reach up your butt into the sky. That's first. Secondary, it's about getting our heels onto the mat. And then breathe in and out here. Also here, take a nice deep sigh as exhale. One more. Very good. Then bring your side. Bring your side, your gaze between your hands to the front of the mat, and bring your right foot here between your hands. Low lunge. You can either stay here with the left knee away from the mat, or you can place your left knee on the mat. Stay here for 5 and then exhale in the position that feels good for you. If it doesn't feel good for you to be with the hands fully on the mat, you can also place 2 blocks, or if you don't have blocks, also books under your hands, which you can then also decide, like, how deep am I actually able to go? How open are my hips here already? Blocks, all these props are really nice ways to slowly bring ourselves deeper in all the postures in a safe way. Very good. If you have props, bring them to the side again. Press into your hands, bring your right foot to the back, to the left foot, plank, and slowly moving your way down onto the mat, chaturanga. Inhale up into cobra. And then press into your hands, knees, and bring your butt up again into downward facing dog. Relax here for a moment. Find a letting go in your exhale. I actually found out, especially for women, depending on the orgasm, if they really go with their voice into sexual pleasure, there's a connection between how our vulva, how our yoni responds and how our throat is responding. One more. Then also here, bring your side to the front between your hands. Bring your left foot now between your hands. Low lunge on the left side. Check here in for yourself again if you want to place your right knee down, or if you want to have it up. If you want to have any props below your hands. And then stay here for a moment in low lunge. Around our muscles, we have a fascial tissue which holds actually everything together. Without that, you'll kind of just fall apart actually. And I found out if we hold asanas something between 90 and 120 seconds, something deeper happens in our tissue. We open deeper, we release tension which we held beforehand. So it's always worth holding some asanas longer, going into a deep breath here. 2 more deep in an exhale. Nicely open the back side of your right leg here. And then put your props away if you have some. Bring your left foot to the back. Into plank here. And then slowly go down in chaturanga. Let's meet in cobra. Stay here for 2 in an exhale. Check in that you could take your hands actually away and that your strength is coming from your belly, your engaged glutes, your engaged butt, and your glute, and your engaged legs. Press yourselves up. Let's meet in down dog once more. In an exhale here. Very good. And then here from downward dog, we start to move our right foot into the air, three-legged dog. And stay here for 5 and an exhale. Press into your hands. Press your arms out of your shoulders. Relax your neck. Check in that your hips are straight. Very good. And we open our hips. We bend our foot towards our butt and start to open our hip. Just turn around. Open our hip to this front side. Very good. Relaxing your hip here actually again. Very good. We move back here into three-legged dog and bring our knee, make some three-legged dog tiger crunches. Inhale, bring our knee to our nose between our hands. Exhale, bring your foot up into the sky. Press here strong into your hands. Inhale, knee between hands. Exhale, come here a bit more into flow. Inhale. Exhale, foot up. One last. Inhale. And exhale. Move one more time. Move our knee towards our hands. Then we reach our right foot to the left side of the mat. Maybe you once want to bring your tiptoes here down. And then we bring our right ankle above our left knee. Reverse pigeon. Here in a three-legged dog. One and an exhale. And then we also go out of the strength that we put in, which we put into our head, and we come into pigeon pose. Your left leg is now long towards the back. The top of your foot is on the mat. And check in here with your legs. That's really totally anatomically different. Check in how far you can open. It can be, you really can have your lower leg and your upper leg in a 90-degree angle. It can more be like me, for example, then it's really just like a maximum 45 degrees, and that's perfectly good. You can also place yourself against some props at your side. And first, it's just about finding length in your spine, staying upward, and bring some engagement into your glutes and into your legs. And then slowly with your exhale, relax a little bit deeper into pigeon. Inhale, engage your glutes, engage your legs. Exhale, fall deeper into the pose. Inhale and exhale. Very good. We actually found out that if we do the stretch reflex, it's an inner mechanism. We can't just instantly go deep into a posture. That just doesn't work. But if we tell the body through engaging that it has more strength, more protection, and we then relax, then it's more opening actually. So it's a good way with that to practice and train more opening consciously. Very good. And you can bring the props to the side and start to bring your hands to the front. Maybe you want to use a prop now actually again. Sleeping pigeon to, for example, rest your forehead here. Maybe you even want blocks here. That feels better for you. Check in what you need right now to find the most comfortable sleeping pigeon for yourself. Stay here for 10 more and then exhales. Time for yourself. Exhale by exhale. More relaxation in this posture. Maybe after some time, you also feel you came deeper. You want to take one of your props maybe away. Stay relaxed in your neck, and I invite you again here now. With the exhale to release something that is still held through your voice. Uh, uh, uh. Slowly release yourself from the props here again. Press yourself into your hands. Tuck your left toes again. Press yourself out of the mat. Bring your right foot back up into the air. Three-legged dog one more time. Press into your hands. Nice long back here. Check in that your right hip doesn't try to reach fully up here, but that it stays on the level of the left leg. And then bring your right foot down again, three-legged dog. Bring your knees once down, let's shortly meet in child pose. You can bring your knees to the side of the mat or have them close together, whatever feels good right now. And once fully let go here. Very good. Let yourself really fall here onto the mat. Also here, if you need some props, some blanket underneath under your upper belly, under your upper body, or some block, for example, under your head. Just go for that. If it feels better for your shoulders, for yourself, to bring the hands at the side, that's also good. Or you want to bring them onto your back. Very good. Left side. Let us move up from child's pose. Bring our knees together. Bring our hands more to the front of the mat again. Tuck your toes here from tabletop and come down with me into downward facing dog. Check in here first. Is my back long? Are my arms pressed out of my shoulders? Is my neck nice and long? My ears next to my biceps? Then bring your weight more onto your right foot and start to rise your left foot into the three-legged dog. Breathe in here. Check your hips. Are they aligned with each other? You can actually either flex or point your toes. Then start to bend your foot towards your butt and open your left hip here. Check in that your right foot is not trying to move here as well. Engage your right leg. Stay relaxed in your neck. Press into the mat. Very good. Release your back down. Bring your hips onto one level again. Let's go into the tiger crunches. Breathe in. Bring your knee towards your hands. Bring your knee towards your nose. And breathe out again. Bring your foot up into the sky. Breathe in. Tiger crunch to the front. Bring your knee up towards the nose. Breathe out. 3 more. Bring your knee in, up. Press into the mat. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. Breathe out. Then breathe in. Bring your knee to the front. Bring your left foot now to the right side of the mat. And then bring the outside of your ankle of the left foot above your right knee. Three-legged dog, reverse pigeon. Stay here for a moment. Opening your hip here as well. Very good. Bring your side back to the front of the mat between your hands. Bring your upper body here. Place your knee and your left leg down here. Move your right leg a bit more to the back. Check in if you can maybe open the angle between your left calf and your left upper thigh a little bit more. Check the props at your side that you might need to get here into a safe upright pigeon. Engage your belly, engage your legs. Inhale, become nice and long. Exhale, come a little bit deeper. Inhale, engage your legs, your glutes, your belly. Exhale, relax. Inhale, engage your legs. You crawl with your foot a little bit more backwards. Exhale, relax. And then stay here. So here, check in if you would like to release with your voice some tension that is still there. More. Very good. Then bring any props that you would like to have to the front side of your mat. Start to lower down into sleeping pigeon. Bring your upper body down here as far as it feels good for you. Maybe you want to have blocks here above your forehead like me right now. Maybe you want to have here a blanket or nothing. But we want to create also relaxation in our neck. We don't want to press into our arms still so our neck is engaged. We want to relax our neck because that will also relax our hips. And I invite you here already to start using your voice. Maybe with every time you sigh out with voice, you can feel you go a little deeper. 5 more. Can sometimes even happen that the inside of your thighs start to shake a little bit, or that you have emotions coming up. We have here stored in the inside of our legs, of our hips, so much emotions that it's totally normal and it's okay. Let that happen. If it gets too much, go a little bit out again and then start to go slowly back in. We don't want to have any panic reactions of our body. We want to open softly into our poses. 2 more and then exhale. Very good. And then slowly with your hands start to move yourself back up again into pigeon. Tuck your right toes into the mat. Start to bring your weight back up again. Come one more time here with me in 3-legged dog. And then bring your foot down. Left foot next to right foot. Very good. Stay here for a short moment longer in pigeon. Downward facing dog. And bring our side back to the front of the mat. Bring our knees to the front of the mat, to our hands. And then we start to cross our ankles, move our butt over our ankles, and extend our legs. One of our last poses here now is that we go into plow. And therefore, I invite you to come with your back onto the mat. Have your knees upright still first. And then we start to reach our feet up into the sky, soles meeting the horizon, the heavens. the skies. And then slowly you can use your hands and press them a little bit into the mat. We want to go with our feet here over our body. Come into plow. Maybe you need to adjust a little bit with your arms. Flex your feet. Stretch your legs. Press the back side of your legs towards the sky. Don't get loosey here, but press your feet, if you can, into the ground, into the mat. Very good. And then we come into candle. You can start to rise one of your foot into the sky. Place your hand here at your kidneys. And start to slowly bring your right foot up. You can stay here for some and exhale like this. Or you can also, when you sit and plow, bring your shoulders a little bit more together. Interlace your fingers, press them onto the mat, and just press yourself out of your neck, up here, into the air. This is always for your throat chakra, opening your throat. There. Two more in and exhale. If you were with your hands interlaced on the mat, bring your hands back up behind your back, on your lower back. Start to slowly bring your knees back down. Bring your feet once more behind you onto the mat and slowly start with your hands here on the mat to control, go down. Bring the back side of your body slowly more and more onto the mat. There. Then find here some relaxation first. And from here, still your feet rising up. Slowly move your hands toward your feet, going into happy baby pose, opening our hips here as well. You can either grab your calves, grab your ankles, go with your two fingers back around your toes, or you can reach the inside of the foot or the outside of the foot, whatever works for you. And then stay here a bit. Maybe you like to rock a bit from side to side. Very good. Like you can also stretch out the one or the other leg a little bit. But it's really about relaxation now. Letting go. Slowly release here again. Lower your feet a little bit. Bring your knees together and hug your knees into your chest for a moment. We also like to rock here from side to side. If your belly should be in the way, just move it a bit to the direction where it feels good for you. And massage in this way a little bit your belly and your leg, as well as your hips. Very good. Very good. And slowly start to release your legs here again. And then grab for a prop of yours. You can either take a pillow, you can take a block, or you can take a mat. You could also take a bolster if you have that there. And then place your prop under your sacrum at the top part of your butt. Then bring your feet here together. Be soft here with yourself. And then relax for some time here into this hip opener. Let your hip fall into the bolster. Check in if your neck is relaxed. Have your chin towards your chest. And then focus on your breathing. And then breathe nice and deeply in and out. Let any tension that might still be held in your body with your exhale flow out of your crown. Any stress you might still hold. Find here a nice opening for yourself. Imagine how everything from your hips that is still kept there as tension is just melting away. Keep on breathing. Sometimes if we don't want to feel the emotions, the feeling that wants to get in, flow again in that moment, we stop breathing. So most important is to always keep breathing so you can still stay in flow inside of yourself. Stay here for 3 more in exhale. Take the last 3 for releasing over your voice. One last. Very good. Then slowly with your hands left and right, bring your hips back together. Bring your pressure into your feet and release your prop, whatever you have there. Bring your back down onto the mat. Extend your legs here. Check in that you're not throwing anything over, which is standing behind your mat. And then find your place in Shavasana here. Maybe you still like to grab a blanket, a pullover, some socks here, and just do that. And otherwise, allow yourself to melt into the mat. Melt here into the mat. Let your head fully relax. Your shoulder, the whole back side of your body, your hips, your legs, and your feet. And shortly feel into your body how it feels now. Maybe change a little bit. And then find some stillness and peace here for yourself in Shavasana now. I will leave you in some Drop into the stillness, into the peacefulness you're more created in your body right now. Let your body digest what it has experienced in the last 60 to 75 minutes. Like stirred up sand in the ocean. Let it find its new place where it's more serving you now. And then slowly start to roll yourself on one of your sides as if you lie on the side in the bed. Place your hands or your arm as a pillow under your head. And then from the side, you can still keep your eyes closed. Come back into a seated position. Maybe it's hero's pose, maybe it's easy pose, any kind of cross-legged seat. Find your position here. And place the hands on your thighs. Check in that you have a nice and long spine. That your crown is reaching towards the stars, the cosmos. That your root is reaching down to the center of Mother Earth. And I invite you to bring your hands with me in front of your hearts together and join in with me for 3 ohms, the universal sound. And we start with an A from the back of our throat, the first letter. Go then into O in the middle of our mouth and to Om, which ends at the top of our lips. And we breathe in through our nose. Om. Bring your palms towards your third eye, the point between your eyebrows. May your thoughts represent your words, bringing the palms of your hands to your lips. Represent your actions, bringing your hands in front of your heart. Namaste. I bow to you. Thank you for taking part in this practice. Thank you for opening yourself to this practice and to yourself. Thank you.